Nice to meet you, ma'am. Thank you for your generosity for allowing us to ask more questions. In your speech, you mentioned how the Seoul office was established in 2015 to mainly focus on human rights problems of North Korea, where human rights is almost non-existent for some. Then before 2015, how did the UN approach the human rights problem of North Korea? And after the establishment of Seoul office, were there any changes in the approach?
Yes, there's been a gradual increase in the approach, I would say, increased efforts to address the situation. In 2003, so initially, because North Korea is very close, there were a few reports coming out, and really the reports started coming out from persons who left North Korea, I would say in the early 2000s. And in 2003, the United Nations appointed a special rapporteur, who's kind of an independent expert who does research. He was never allowed to visit the country, but he did investigations sort of from outside, and there was increased, I would say, attention because he was appointed. But really, I think the heroes here are the people who left North Korea and came to South Korea and started working with South Koreans to raise awareness. And they were the ones, these civil society organizations, they were the ones who went to Geneva. You know, they sometimes paid their own tickets. They came and they put out all this information about what's happening. They wrote reports. And because of that, the UN somehow was forced to take action, forced in a good way. So I really want to say that these people are the real reason, and it really shows how grassroots organizations can have an impact in global diplomacy. So they lobbied because of this increasing number of reports by civil society. The UN then appointed a commission of inquiry, which is a high-level group of people who do investigations. They finished their report in 2014, and they recommended that the UN set up an office to deal specifically with human rights in North Korea, which is what was then done in the Seoul office. So since that time, I think we're seeing increased efforts to address the problem. The Secretary General has a report every year now. He didn't have that before 2014, for example. There are efforts now to collect information to help bring the leaders of North Korea to trial. But these are not quick fixes. But we're trying to keep the situation on the agenda so that it doesn't get forgotten again.
Thank you so much for your answer.